people, welcome to my video. Yo, what? Everything good? Yes, I don't run when shotgun again. Remember to check out my music like always. And remember, check out D Figure Entertainment. Search me up. All the search result, like, share, and comment. Understand? And this video is about they all caught breaking the laws of their superior. They caught going against their superior. When we check the justice law between the people and the government, I realized that they set rules for society to follow, and they set rules for government to follow. And I realized that the departments them of the governments, they don't have no one oversee them. Understand that? Like the precincts them. The FDA, what they call them, because they are government, FDA, the fire department, they are government, they don't have no one oversee them. The NYPD, they don't have no one oversee them. The KGB, the FBI, the CIA. Understand that? And that caused a lot of problems. Now, when it comes to the army, what oversees the army is the DOC. So if the army caught breaking the law and someone stand up to international law and DOC do not carry out the order, I don't know if they are international law, but DOC is actually the military overseer. If you have a problem with the military, they are the one trying. Understand? So if they caught breaking the law, they are the ones supposed to look it over. And international law, government is the highest government over all laws. Understand it? Now within international law, it's got good and it got bad. Remember I said in my camera, when you contact international law, you contact alien Earth, species Earth. Because humans are not the first life force. Remember? And human was not the first one that write laws to land. Understand? I don't have no facts to say it is actually human, because when we check the methodology of life, we realize it got different life forms that become human. Alien that descend to human, species that descend to human, and become, other things. But when the law follow, there will be no problem. But when the law don't follow, there's a problem. But what happened now, government have a level that I want you to understand. And I say to you, and I think you'll take it for a joke, but they have the House, which is Washington, D.C., right? And Washington, D.C. have their own army. Them are the land government. Stand different from the front army or the Navy, front Navy, or the Marines, front Marine. Because they have a one-way guard. And also they come here this land and they set it up. After they set up the land, they construct laws. They don't stay in the land. They don't set the land and set it and fix it what they want and left. Like a contractor or a construction worker, and he set the foundation and then build it, and then he sell it back to you, or he rent it to you. That's how the land is. No, so they caught breaking the superior laws. And when I say caught breaking the superior laws, remember I'm the one who stand with all the notes them, and they keep their word with me. Understand? A lot of them tell me, if we have to give it to you, we're going to take away all the police house, all of the cars, everything they own, they're going to take them away. The way they take them away it surprised me. Okay? So when they caught breaking the superior laws, they set a way, like I have some things that I make a deal with them, right? They're Marine and they're soldiers, and the Navy and the NYPD and the FDA them, and some other, and the KK clan them. What they did was they take and owning what that we didn't have no agreement, because I have agreement not to sue their country. And so they, instead of I sue the country, they give me a deal and I take it. I'm a poor black man. But in terms of to wait and be patient. But when we check it now, they take in the deal that I have. But under the justice law that they have is against the public law. You understand? I want to give you a hint. Say, for example, your mother died and your mother left your home, right? And when your mother left you the home, and you didn't know of it, but that it was in your name, right? But what happened now, someone control the data. When your mother passed, they move the data of your name, what your mother left for you, and put their name and own it. You understand? Queens must understand. All the people up there in the cloud understand, all the people down and understand, and all the whole world understand. You understand? That's what they're trying to do to me. I make agreement, it's in my name, they take it out and try to own it. You understand? Same thing goes for the lyrics, the music, for the beats, and all the songs I sing and all the lyrics out there. You understand? Because they are registered. You understand? But they don't want it like that. But here what happened now, if you work for the government and you as a license to go around and spot check and take things and lock up and put us in jail, if you caught breaking the superior law, if your superior don't prison you, another superior will kick with that superior and make the department better again. So to let the people know, because the people organize. I notice the people that wake up to and the people that realize what's going on. People realize a lot of them are liars, a lot of them are fronting like the whole line clip away, and the whole line didn't clip away because so many people are still here. You understand? So what I would like to tell you is the situation is real serious. You understand? They caught failing to follow the rules of laws that they give on to the people. Because what they're doing is the things that they put the people in prison for. You understand? But the department that create the laws them and write the rules and give orders for them to patrol in our community, they are the one are responsible for the situation. Them are the one responsible for the post office stealing the people their money and their checks. Them are the one responsible for all income laws. Like the financial department, they know my copyright notes. They know some of my letters. If they don't, if they say they don't, they're lying. You understand? Because I have talked to their superiors. You understand? And me and them superiors have agreement. I'm society here. You understand? Like this hat is not a gay hat. It's a Rasta color. This I represent the 54 color. I just show that one in there. Understand? But all of the people them that understand the rules and law of this country called America, you have to realize you got government here that are against what they're doing. You got governments against them stealing your check coming to you. You got governments against them, government that's stealing the people package. And you got government that's against them doing forgery. Because the people realize a lot of lawmen forgery letters and forgery checks and cashing checks in their name. The people that are awake here, you understand? But the people don't need to be on a war valve and on camping and surrounding, you understand? The ones them who know me, because this is what New York is. After a while, you know, you're going to see a lot of black men stand together. You're going to see a lot of black women stand together. You understand? And a lot of black people ain't stupid. Black people know lawmen is cashing checks in their name and using credit cards and making bills go in their name. The black people ain't stupid, but black people are afraid of the dome. There are things that are coming up in their own. I don't care about them, you understand? I defend myself the way I was discovered on my own. Understand? So next thing now, people in the community what sees a guard going on. Understand? That guard now, me create that guard. And it was given to me by a controller. Everything have a controller, believe me. Understand? But when we realize the Most High power was created for man to control. And I control that. So I use it on those men that going against the law of the country. I ain't breaking no law of America. I defending myself on the Constitution law, because if you check it, if you the people read the Constitution laws, if government breaking the law that they give unto the people, what could happen is you have the right to defend yourself under the justice law. Like we have laws that we can bear our own arm. You understand? If this is my premises, if I'm on my premises and I'm a gun and you come, I shoot you, government can't do me nothing. If you attack me on my own premises, I just got to follow the gun law. You understand? But once again, if the superiors them that hire the people them and train them and turn them into government, and then they start to break the rules and attack the people, and the people stand like myself now, I could do my part and stand as a warrior and shoot guns and defend myself. I could do that under the justice law. But if the superior that create the laws and construct the rules do not put that into those stupid ones that he hire or fire them and take their badges, that is what the problem lies. But what is happening, people, I'm telling you, they're taking their badges. The people them in Queens and Brooklyn and Manhattan and the whole 50 states of America, they are taking their badges for it. They don't think they're not taking their badges. They are taking their badges. Once they break the rules, America is not a gameplay. I don't think the army is stupid. It's got all different sequence of army. You got to know the army, different branches of the army to understand the army. You understand? You have to know the different branches of the Navy and the Marines to understand the Navy. You got to know the different part of the NYPD to understand the Navy and the NYPD. You understand? And if they're caught breaking the rule and I stand with first black man with so much note, it's not going to be something you push on the rug. We all understand that they sing all of my records. People know who's singing my records. People realize that, yo, I wrote those songs. They didn't wrote those songs. People realize that they highlight some of my songs and make hits and put it on their radio and collecting royalties from it. People realize that. But if you come back down to the superior, who hire those government men and train them and put them among the people and they get corrupted and the public stand, it's their duty now to clean up their country. And that was my agreement with them to help them clean up their country. And I must follow the rules and I stand. And the way I see people, man, believe it, man. If I tell you some of the things I saw, you wouldn't believe it. It changed me and made me realize, you know, we under law and rules. And an innocent man getting locked up, and there's some things you can't lock up. There's something you can't even kill. Understand? Some things just keep returning. You understand? You have to wake. You understand? And to tell you, I am a musician, and I think this is history. American government and the Caribbean government caught killing the people, raping the people, and the superior they clamp out, and the superior vanish them out. And I talk to the superior, I'm a discover power of my own security of my own, and it was no joke. Instead, it takes years and days and studying planets. And you should check my videos, they don't sound like the education system, understand? But this is how I break down, they break in the superior. But if you check all the presidency of this earth and check all the presidents of the land, it's always going to be a person like me when justice doing wrong, you're going to have one like that comes again, you understand? So below this video, check out my my videos and check out my music. And the people them who checking me up, check who own my lyrics them, because I need to write no lyrics with no one. Check who own 365 times 30 album. Check who own Pretty Lady. Check who own 2020 1976. And check all of my lyrics, all of my songs them on Bodrum. And check all of my songs them on SoundCloud, and check all of my songs them on Reverb Nation to see who own them. Understand? My name is Michael Kim. I'm an artist, yeah? And on D-Figure Entertainment is my company. Check who own D-Figure Entertainment. I just want to give you a heads up, and I want you to also check who own my audios them on Apple. I want you to check who own my videos them on Apple, on YouTube. I want to check that. Understand? And if you see me fool, stupid family member them, man, you scold them, man. All right, peace.